Hi guys, welcome back to Let's Build Modded with me, Sid, and I've done a little bit of stuff off camera between episodes, so let's just catch up and see where we've got to, shall we? Right, let me just get that block out of my hands. Obviously we did the stables last time. This, I put some floor down, but still largely incomplete. That hasn't changed. This, as you probably guessed, is the leather workers by the little sign. We've just got a fairly basic, some tables with some bits of leather and some stuff on the wall. So this is just a workshop for the leather workers of the castle. The Fletchers is now, and Bowyer is now done. So they've got a little grindstone and they've got arrowheads and fletching on the tables and arrows, and they string and sticks to make bows. So these guys can keep the castle in bows and arrows for the soldiers. Over here we've got the weapons and armor smith. So this is a large stone building. We've got, pretty much similar to the blacksmith kind of equipment in here. But this takes you up onto here, which is a defensive platform. So the roof of this is defensive platform. And down here we've got a bit more of a defensive platform, barrel of whatever they are, some supplies. So again, we can defend the courtyard from down there. You'll notice I've done some work down there, so let's go now. Oh, and I've done that little bit of platform over there as well. So over here we've got a store area, so just for things, a little lamppost. This was a bit dark. I'm not sure actually about that. That definitely doesn't work, and you're too thick. Yeah, that's probably better. So in here we have the tanners. Now this one I'm actually really happy with, because we've got the drying racks outside, we've got barrels, we've got racks inside, work areas, water pool to soak the hides in initially to soften them. Then we've got this. Now this is actually I think it's liquid aluminium brass, but the tanning process was strange. That you softened the hides in there, and then you would basically scrape or hammer the dead flesh and fat off them just to get all that thing. And then you treated them in urine. So yeah, you've got a big pool of piss, and that's where the hides would be treated. That would alter the chemical composition of the hides and make them less prone to rotting. And then the final thing is you would either now you're going to love this, you would pound feces into the hides, or you would soak them in a mixture of urine and feces, or poo. It's a poo bath. So this is actually sewage. So the hides would be soaked in that, and that would again alter their chemical properties and make them last longer, and then you dry them out and presumably wash them after all of that as well. You sincerely hope so. But this is why tanners in the old method of tanning hide, it's a wolf pelt, we're normally on the outskirts of the city. Most cities certainly in England, when this was common, outlawed. The tanners had to be outside. They would not let them in. Now this is a quite nice trick I found, and this is basically a carpenter's block. Let me just show you how I did that here, because it's pretty sweet. I need a corner. So you've got your wall, and your wall is half thick. Now if you take a couple of blocks, if you take your stair block. Now normally we're all familiar with this in Minecraft stairs, and we're all familiar with being able to do that in Minecraft stairs. With Carpenter's block stairs, if you go for the corner, you can do that, which gives us a whole new realm. This is stuff that we need in vanilla. Anyway, so today the things I need to finish are, let me just introduce you to Steve. I realised that I can actually, this fort doesn't need to be empty. I can actually populate it with peoples. Don't know what that blue line is appearing over his head, but yeah, so what I'm thinking is using the statues mod and basically putting soldiers all over the place and people to... Oh man. So yeah, here's the first soldier patrolling the thing over the surrounding terrain there. So today I want to finish these. That's this one and that one. Now I'm thinking one of these is going to be a Cooper because there's a lot of barrels in here. So I think a Cooper would be pretty useful. I still haven't killed the horse. I can't bring myself to. Also down here, I thought this would make a nice little archery range, and I found these guys, which are training dummies. So yeah, we've got these guys down here for the archers to practice. Probably not a long shot, but you know, it'll do. So yeah, we are moving along, and we still obviously need to work out here. Oh, I have a butterfly. It's not a butterfly, it's a bush. It's quite a nice bush. So yeah, that's where we've got to. As I say, I've not done anything inside there yet. So that's the two things today are finish off these two buildings. They're going to be pretty much in the same vein as these. And then we can start work inside. And I've got, as I say, I've got a few plans for in here. I need to go down. I need to finish the floors off in here. I've got also to work out how I'm going to access between these floors, because this is going to be actually two floors, probably barracks to some extent. We're also going to have access down here to this bit, and I may cut a little back into these caves for storerooms, this wall for storerooms. I really haven't decided fully yet, but I will, I promise. Anyway, so next things to do, get on and just do these last two buildings. So we'll do those, and I'll be back with you in a moment. All right, I've done well. Let's start off with what over here. Each of the towers now has a flag, and they're all slightly different in configuration design. I've stuck a glowstone notch on the top as well to illuminate. The tanners we've seen, I've put a little bit more detail, some posts with torches on. I took out these barrels, replaced that. I just realised I got two smithies and no coal supply, so here's a pile of coal microblocks. And I'm feeling a bit wheezy today actually. I'm just can hear myself going. Let's try clearing my throat. This is just a room for the farrier. Nothing special here. Over here in the stable I've added some T-con drying rats, put some saddles on, just to make it even more stably. Put a whole load of barrels and boxes and crates around the courtyard area. Some wood storage here for this particular building, which is the Coopers. So we've got some things. I'm not really happy with these woodworking benches, but they will do, because they get these nice little cool woodworking tools as well, and planes and stuff. So yeah, it's not my favourite building of the lot, that one. Still got the little targets down there. Now, oh, I like these. These are fences, but you're using the hammer. I've changed the shape, and that I think looks. Let me get that block out of the way. I think that looks really quite effective. Now in here I've not decorated. This is pretty much the same as it was before. I just put some torches. I finished off the walls around here. Got the fireplace in now, so that's all cooking away. What else down here? We're going down here, and we've got a corridor area. We've got the arrow slits overlooking. Should they breach the defences, we can still pepper the enemy with arrows from up here. Back here, big storeroom. This is going to be one of the castle's main storeroom. Then we're into the portcullis room. Again, I'm using levers to indicate some kind of winching mechanism. What I have got to do is try and build a windlass to kind of look like a thing to raise the drawbridge, which is going to be entertaining using microblocks. Now over this side we've got a couple of just plain rooms. These are probably just going to be barrack rooms. There's not really anything to them as yet. And over this side, oh, murder hole. That's glass actually, but it looks more like iron bars. Again, we've got a large barrack room area over here. We've come down. This can be a bit more of a barracky area, and this is the archers' murder hole for when the portcullis is down, they can shoot the enemy on the other side. Needs a bit of illumination. So yeah, structurally I think this place is done, with the exception of this. Let me just what's that? Is that a smooth blackstone notch? It is. Excellent. So you see, this has got to kind of come up. If I just try and do a little bit of this on camera, I may go off camera when I realise that it's all going absolutely pear-shaped. So here we've kind of got this going on, which would make the windlass area go through here. And let me just try and microblocks, wonderful things, but a complete pain in the backside as well. So you kind of, oh god, I missed again. You kind of got this going. Oh god, that's not right either, is it? So if you kind of imagine that it's not round, I know. It's I suppose I could make it round. It's not going to be the end of the world if it's well, I say, you know, round for a given value of round. So that would be kind of the shape you get going on here. And obviously the chain would wind round onto this. And then if I use, let's just start off with these for now. It's a shame it's square, it really is, but not much we can do about that. So we'll bring this through to here, and then we'll fill that in. Still, I've got my new mouse today, so still getting a bit used to it. It's a little bit more sensitive than the one I'm used to. If you see what I mean. Although it's one of these mice with a thumb keypad on the side, so I've got 12 programmable buttons, so I can just press, without pressing anything on my keyboard, I can just go, I want 1, I want 2, I want 4, I want, which is probably going to be useful, because I tend to, certainly the first 3, 1 to 3, are my standard tool positions, you know, your old habits die hard kind of thing. I know I'm going to want that in anyway, but let's just do this. So yeah, so I always, for example, if I'm playing survival, have my sword on 1, my pickaxe on 2, and my shovel on 3, axe if I have one on 4, torches on 9, usually my bow on, food on 8, and my bow on 7. So, you know, setting my ways, yes, absolutely. But it does mean that if I can get used to using them, and that's going to be the key here, is if I can get used to using them. Bum, stop that. It potentially is going to be a lot better for me, because I can just go, oh, yeah, I've been attacked. I'm mining 2, I've been attacked 1, mining 2, and I know I could do that as well, that's, you know, but because the mouse wheel seems a bit analog to me rather than digital, I'm not a big fan, not at all. Okay, so if I bring you out here, you out there, now let me see, where am I? Am I on, what border am I? I am on that border there. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do this. I'm just going to, because that's not the middle. Oh god, this is going to be a pain. This is going to be a pain. Oh yes, it's going to be a pain. But then again, maybe, just maybe, It's not. Maybe we can do something fancy with this. I don't know. Tell you what, if I put you there and that there, and then if I put you there and oh, that's going to be up there, isn't it? Damn it. Right, I'm just going to continue this off camera to see if I can come up with something that I like, because at the moment this is not working for me, so I will be back in a moment. Okay, I think that got it. Let me show you what I've done. I have brought this back a little bit, made it a solid spruce log running through the middle, spruce block actually. Thinking about that, I might actually, let me just try that. Oh yeah, I actually do like that. That looks, I think that looks better. So, got a solid log running through, gives a bit more variation. At the end here we've got some pillars and posts making the wheels of the windlass. So I brought the micro blocks up into that and made it look like it's looped round once. And then we've got these wooden kind of supports indicating some kind of, you know, structural thing that this is rotating in. I actually think we might be better doing that. Now, because these are micro blocks, there's not much I can do to dress those up more. I mean, I could do something like this, for example. That might work. Let me just take the log out. Bunk. Bunk. Oh, am I going to... How the hell am I going to do... Oh, I know. If I do that, that'll get me, yeah. These micro blocks can, or sometimes, just sometimes, be a little awkward to place quite the way you want them. Now, I'm just wondering if I did that, and that is that. Yep, and the other problem with these, of course, is once you start fiddling, you cannot stop. It is so tempting just to micromanage every little bit, every tiny weeny little bit of it. Let me just try if I can get, yes I can. Woohoo. So if I do that and then that, and it doesn't really matter how, oh, no, I wanted you up right just so I can get, sometimes you need a support to place these. So you take that out, probably do the same, bonk, take, we need one here, don't we? Oh, God. See what I mean? The temptation to fiddle is, if you'll pardon the obvious connotation of that, just that statement there, is sometimes just too bloody much. Oh, can I get... Thank you. Oh, but now I've got... No, that's not going to work, is it? Ah. Right, how do I do this? Not like that, that's for certain. Take you up like that, put you there, drop you out, pop you in, knock you out, fiddle fiddle, fiddle fiddle. It's all fiddle faddle. And then following that theme through, we'll just do that. We can do that there and there, which means of course I now need to do the same over here, which I should have done while I was around here. And then I am going to, I promise you, I am going to stop fiddling. That will do. So that's my windlass. We've got that, we've got the murder hole. One thing I did want to look at, and I'm not sure whether this will work or not, is in the machine room there is this induction furnace, which I think will look far too modern. Far too modern. Which brings us back to the old tried and tested cauldron, which will certainly, oh, he says if you can put it down without dropping it, we'll stick a cauldron here and a cauldron here, so ready to boil some oil up and pour it over. Now again, if I wanted to, and again I'm in danger of fiddle-faddling here, what we could possibly get away with if I do that, take you out, pop you in, bonk, 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 bonk. It's really bizarre, the setup for this, because you kind of build it up, you whack your piece through the middle, and then like that. That's too much. So that gives you the impression that they're now on some kind of spindle just to tip over. So that's certainly interesting. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of dressing up in here to do. This will have probably some arms and armour and weapons, some things, but I'm really happy with the way that worked out. So I'm going to continue fiddle-faddling. Not with this, I'm not going to touch that now, that's done. And I'll be back in a little while. Alrighty, I think we are not finished, but pretty close. I've started with a coat of arms and I've found these statues which I thought were quite nice. These are actually straight out of the Gravestone mod. Coat of arms of a crown over a heart, because it's Castle Valentine, purple and red, matching the crowns. If we scutch through here, it's repeated. Now I have added a few, not many. I've got quite a few more of these guys to throw on, but more soldiers on the battlements. Outside we've got quite a bit more clutter around the place. Not enough really, but we need to finish doing the dressing up and the details here. Inside, again, coat of arms. As we come in, we hit armour stands, coats of arms everywhere, some chests, and in here we've got an office for the commander of the garrison, and next door to that his sleeping quarters. Over here, one of the barracks. Now the barracks are all very much themed alike, so you know I'm not going to go and do every single barrack room because there's quite a few of them like this one here. So down here we hit more things. We've got the archers rooms, weapons and barrels. These could be barrels full of bushels of arrows or whatever. Yep, that's pretty much that. Now if we head down a level, got the mess, they'll be having breakfast. Kitchen area in here. They're not perfect, those cabinets, but they're about the best I could find for what I was after, or you know, for the kind of thing. That room over there is just a storeroom with crates and stuff in there. More archers bits. Head down and we've got the main, or one of the main storerooms. Large barrels, lots of crates, foodstuffs, you know, whatever you would put in there really. Then into the main gate room, the gatehouse. So we've got the actual portcullis, the murder hole, with the cauldrons ready, the huge windlass pulley thing, more arrow points, and obviously we've got a good view from there. Now that side is all barracks rooms. Down here it's pretty much all barracks rooms, with the exception of here, which is a guard room. So this is where the guards can look out and keep an eye on the entranceway. That's the word I was looking for. Right, so Pardon me, little burp there. I think we're getting a bit hungry. There's more dressing up to do, just little detail bits now, but on the roof of here I'm going to build some catapults and ballista, but I'm going to do that later on in the episode, I think. I've got to work out how the hell to do it, for one, with microblocks. So the next thing we're going to have to do is terraform this gully here, or this area here, to make a natural point where, you know, we can have the main castle, and I'm thinking it'll be probably about that wide, and then the castle, the keep, will be on this hill over here, with the drawbridge and yada yada, and get that built. But that's for next episode. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you've enjoyed the build so far. If you have, please do leave a like. It means a lot to us, and yeah, I will see you soon. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.